Hello and welcome, Dirty William here, back with another episode of Magic Duels Origins. So let's take a look and see what we got going on here. I've progressed through the story mode a little bit, but now I want to take a look at my collection and see what I've got going on here. Now, this shows me everything, I guess, that's available in the game. All the cards. If I want to show just what I have, I click on this, so now I can just see what I have. That starter pack was really nice because it gave me quite a few bits and bobs, which is kind of nice. We've got, let's see, destroy exile target creature enchantment. We have Solemn Offering, which destroys the target artifact or enchantment, plus we gain life right there, which is cool. Destroy target creature with power 4 or greater. It cannot be regenerated with reprisal. That would have been very good last game. Starter box, what is this? Foil all copies of this card for 5 coins. Oh, well that's interesting. No, I'm not going to do that though. Let's go back a little bit. That is neat. You can actually use your coins that you've received to do that. That is nice. So these are all the cards that you can possibly get. We don't have the option yet to create a deck. I guess because I don't have enough cards yet. But you see there's some blue cards in here that I already have, which is nice. You can make a little blue-black control deck. Telling Time would be nice. That is very, very good. I like that card. We have Child of Night, 2/1 with life link. Little vampire deck. Whenever it does damage, I gain that much life. That is very, very helpful. Let's see. Let's take out the other colors here real quick. Oh, I saw Rise from the Grave. Rise from the Grave. Put a creature card from a graveyard into the battlefield under your control. That creature is a black zombie in addition to its other colors and types. That means I can steal a creature from somebody else's graveyard and use that as my guy. So that is a very, very good card. Good for a reanimation type of deck. Let's see. In red cards, we've got a Crummy Ogre. We've got that guy. Bloodpire Elemental. Infernal Fist. Goblin Piker. 2/1 for 2. Well costed. Kurd Chieftain. Is a 4-cost 3/3 with a +1/+1 as long as you control a force. Not as good as Kurd Ape, but it does have Trample, which is a thing. And it's a little bit tougher, I believe. Trader's Instinct. Got some green cards here. See if anything leaps out at me. Fog. There we go. Fog. Fog is good in a mill deck. If you want to mill your opponent, and then you play this so you don't take any damage. That would be a very good one to have. Primal Bellow. Primal Hunt Beast is a 4-cost 3/3 with Hexproof. Cannot be the target of spells or abilities your opponents control. That is also decent if you're playing against somebody who has some removal. Let's see. Do we have any artifacts? Yes, we do. We have Juggernaut, which is a 5/3 for 4. Attacks each turn if able, but it cannot be blocked by walls. Bottle Gnomes! Yay! I love this card. I really, really like this card. I have 4 foil Bottle Gnomes that my nephew gave me, and I have them in a special 4-compartment frame that I have up, that's really, really cool. Foil Bottle Gnomes are just baller. Oh, look at this. We get some of the originally printed in M10, I believe. We get some of these lands. Dragon Skull Summit enters the battlefield tapped unless you control a swamp or a mountain. That one that the opponent was playing, let's see if I can find it here. He had one of those as well. He had Foil Woodland Cemetery, that's what it was. So that is a thing. So we got quite a bit of interesting lands here. Only a couple of this, couple of that, but look at this. We got the Gruul Guildgate. 4 of those and 2 Rootbound Crags. That would be pretty useful in making a red-green aggro deck if there was enough burn to help that. Not sure if there is, but that could be a thing that could happen. So let's go back to the menu here. The battle mode. This is I went into Quest and it says I cannot do this until I learn more about the game by following the Trail of Sparks. Well, the Trail of Sparks ends right here. So I'm tempted to go ahead and do that, but I'm going to do that in the next episode. It says I can battle online or solo battle with my own decks, so I'm going to try that out. For right now, I'm going to go back into story mode, choosing Gideon, and we're going to start off with this. A terrifying Cyclops approaches the main gate, and he's not alone. You and your irregulars are the only ones who can stop the monsters from storming the city. Fail to defeat them, and Arcos will fall. Akros, sorry. Succeed, and you'll become a hero worthy of the gods. And now we go into a training mode. Huzzah.
Enchantments are powerful cards that stay on the battlefield after you cast them. They have a wide range of effects. Some boost your creatures, while others make things more difficult for your opponent. Like most spells, you cast enchantment spells during your main phase.
And this is showing off Honor of the Pure, which is a very good card for a white weenie deck. Weenies are like these little 1/1s and 2/2s, the low-cost creatures, or something that churns out enchant creatures, tokens. If it's a white creature, those creatures that you control that are white get a +1/+1 permanently, as long as this enchantment is in play. So it's not a one-off thing like that spell that I had that I played earlier. This is it just on the table and that's it. So it bumps up all of your white creatures by +1/+1. So let's take a look at this.
In this skill quest, use the enchantment in your hand to win the game this turn.
Okay. So it's my turn, right? Well, this is very, very easy. I can already see the combat math. I play this. All my creatures are going to get a +1/+1. All of them are white, so they get a +1/+1. So I'll have 4 3/3s, a 3/3, so on and so forth. He will block with his guys. My guys will kill them off, still be alive, but I'll still have 1 sneak through for the last 3 bit of damage there. So let's play that. And at 2 mana, that's very well costed. There was another card called Glorious Anthem that is a very, very good card. We're going to attack with all. We're going to confirm the attack. But that gave all of your creatures a +1/+1. I want to say that was cost at a 4. I think it was maybe 3 and a white, if I recall correctly, which is probably not correct. It might have been 2 colorless and 1 white. Still, that's a very, very good card. And these things will stack as well. So if you have 2 of the Honor of the Pure out on the table, your creatures, your white creatures, would get a +2/+2.
Enchantments are powerful because their effects last as long as they're on the battlefield.
Right. As long as it's there, then it's game on. Let's see if we have another tutorial or if we can actually get into the game now. Yep, another little tutorial.
Auras are a special type of enchantment.
Ah, okay.
Most attached to a single creature and affect only that creature. The enchant ability will tell you what that aura attaches to. You can target any creature with most auras. Read each one to see how it affects the enchanted creature. If it has a negative effect, you can choose to attach it to one of your opponent's creatures. If the enchanted creature leaves the battlefield, the aura is put into your graveyard.
Right, as it says here, most attached to a single creature and affect only that creature. There are enchantments, auras, that go on a lot of different things. For example, this is an enchantment aura, enchant creature. There are some that enchant lands, some that affect enchant artifacts, so you really have to read it and find out. And like the crazy lady said here just a moment ago, it can have a detrimental effect as well, so you can attach bad ones to enemies. For example, something that says this creature cannot attack. You can lock down an enemy by using that type of aura.
To complete this skill quest, find a way to win this turn. You'll need to use both positive and negative auras to get the job done.
Okay. To complete this skill quest, you have to do all kinds of things. So I've got a 1/1, and he's got like a crap ton of other guys over here. So what are we going to do? I have this, Armored Ascension, and I have this, Pacifism. Let's look at Armored Ascension first. This is a 4 cost. The enchanted creature gets a +1/+1 for each planes I control, and it has flying. So this guy is at 7 health. I have a 1/1 creature. So let's start by attaching this to my 1/1. He is now going to become a 7/7. Now, if we attack with this, it has flying, but look what the opponent has. The opponent has a flying creature, a Gold Forged Sentinel, which is a 4/4. It would be my creature would be blocked, and he would take no damage. So what we want to do is block that. Well, how do we do that? We're going to use Pacifism. Enchant creature. It is an aura, so it goes onto a card. Enchant creature. Enchanted creature can't attack or block. that is very, very good, because I can place that on that guy, and now he's locked down. Now I can attack. I'm going to attack with everything, which is one guy, because these cannot block, because this Eager Cadet now has flying. Confirm the attack. It's little interactions like that, little things you find out in the game that make it a lot of fun. I would really recommend people trying out Magic the Gathering, because it's has tons of cards in it, and it can be as cheap as... Oh, I got more fake monies. I'm up to 165 now. It can be as simple as going to a local hobby store and buying a couple of packs and doing it that way. Or you can go onto eBay and buy lots of cards. Or you can go on to go to a game store and see if they have cards that are being given away. There are some people that do drafting, and they will, at the end of the night, they'll give their lesser cards away. So that could be a thing. Find a hobby store near you if you want to get interested in the paper Magic. It's too expensive for me, though. For a very, very good deck.
Some cards put +1/+1 counters on creatures. A +1/+1 counter increases the creature's power and toughness by 1. These counters stay on the creature as long as the creature is on the battlefield. If the creature leaves the battlefield, the counters disappear.
Yep, so what the counters are, you could have an effect that puts a counter on creatures. In this case, they are +1/+1 counters. There are other types of counters in the game as well, like a -1/-1 counter, or a charge counter. So, again, just read the cards and find out. So let's see what they're going to teach us here.
In this skill quest, your opponent is about to create a massive army and obliterate you. Win this turn before that happens.
That sounds frightening. Alrighty, so I guess we're going to first lay down a plains. Supply line cranes. When supply line cranes enter the battlefield, put a 1/1 counter on target creature. So, I guess we'll go ahead and play that. This is my turn, so I'm going to put a 1/1 counter on one of these guys. So I'll have a 3/3 and a 2/2, attack for 5. We're going to put the counters not on him because he cannot attack yet. So we're going to put it on one of these guys. Let's just put it on him because I said so. Alright, we're going to attack with everything. He has nothing to block with. Confirm the attack. And he's going to take 5, 3 from the Glory Seekers, and 2 from the other Glory Seeker. So he's going to go down to 2. The other one's going to take him down to 0. And that's going to be the end of Helperbot.
Some decks are based on casting a creature and piling on +1/+1 counters until it's an unstoppable force. Try it sometime.
Right. That is another thing with trying things out like this, trying different decks. It's very, very fun to see what you can come up with. All right, now we're actually into the game here. We're 13 minutes into the episode. All right, we're into the game. So let's play our plains. Play our Elite Vanguard, pass the turn. He's going to play Rootbound Crag, and this is makes a red or a green, so he's going to be making either one of those. All right, we're going to play Plains. We're going to skip, and we're going to attack. Confirm the attack. Our second main phase, we have a Traveling Philosopher that we can play for 2 mana, a white and a non-color. Yep, so we're going to play that. So this deck is red and green. It's going to probably have some creatures with trample, some burn maybe, so we're going to have to watch it. And usually green creatures are a lot better. A 3/1 for 2 with Vigilance doesn't cause it to tap. That is very, very good. Recall in our deck we have that cat that is a 1 non-color and a white, and it's a 3/1. This, same cost, same power toughness, but it also has Vigilance. So that's an extra ability that can be had. So he can attack and he can block with this. We're going to plonk down another plains. Now, should we cast the Eagle of the Watch right now? No reason to, honestly. We'll just go ahead and continue. And we're going to attack with both. If he blocks one, fine. I'm still getting 2 damage in. Not going to play Glorious Charge right now, even though I could. Alright, now we're going to play our Eagle of the Watch. Alright, he's got 3 mana on the board. What's he going to do? Okay, he's going to attack with his 3-1. That's fine. I'm going to skip blocking. I'm going to go ahead and take that 3. I don't want to sacrifice my 2-1 just yet. Now, since this has Vigilance, he's still able to be used as a blocker on my turn. Alright, Cyclops, 3/3 Cyclops, attacks each turn if able. If you're playing an aggressive deck, that's not much of a drawback. Honor of the Pure. So we can play this now, and this is going to give us all of our white creatures a +1/+1. We have to play this before combat. We have to play this in our main phase. Does us no good to play this after combat. So all of our creatures get bumped up. We're going to play another plains, and we're going to have this Glorious Charge here to do a little combat trick. Because I'm going to attack with everything. He's probably going to block my 3/3 here, and block here as well. Now, if I play the Glorious Charge, that is going to make this a 4/3. This is going to make that a 4/4. So I'm going to kill off one of his guys. Now, my Elite Vanguard will also die, but his Vigilance creature will be gone, and I'm still going to have 2 guys. So let's go ahead and continue. We're going to attack with all. Confirm the attack. Wait for him to block. And we're going to cast Glorious Charge. So you're going to take 4 from my flyer, going to 10. These guys are going to trade. They both die. My Philosopher is still alive. His Cyclops dies. So I've cleared his side of the board, and I still have a couple of 3/3s I can attack with. Alright, he's got a 5/2, and that's perfectly fine by me. Alright, so what do we do here? If we attack, we can attack with both of these. That would be the best thing to do, because he's going to probably block my Traveling Philosopher. His guy will die. So will this one, but he'll still be taking 3 in the air, and then we can plop down another Risco's Swiftclaw, which will become a 4/2. So let's go ahead and attack. Attack with all. Confirm the attack. He has no mana untapped, so I know he's not going to be able to burn anything out. Yep, he's going to block these. These guys are both going to trade, but he's going to be taking 3 damage from my Eagle of the Watch. So he goes down to 7. Both of these guys die and go to the graveyard. My second main phase, I'm going to play my Oresco Swiftclaw, my kitty cat. He becomes a 4/2. So he's got to lay down a blocker or he's going to be dead next turn. Or he's got to have something to burn one of my creatures out. So let's go ahead and plunk down a plains. We will continue into our attack phase. We're going to attack with all. And see if he has some burn in his hand. I'm thinking probably that lightning bolt or some similar type. And he'll probably kill off my kitty cat. Odd, he did not have burn in his hand, so he goes to 0, and that is game over. I was really expecting some more combat tricks from that. That went more smoothly. I surprised myself, and I have 220 fake monies. That kind of caught me off guard, honestly. Oh gosh, what's this? Your heroism at the gates of Akros did not go unnoticed. Heliod, god of the sun, seeks a champion to face an even greater foe. He offers you a sun-blessed spear and instructs you to destroy a mighty titan who serves Erebus, god of the dead. Interesting. So we have unlocked the last mission. The ground shudders and the putrid smell of rot fills your nostrils. The shadow of Eberus' Titan falls across you and your irregulars. You raise your spear, and it raises the light of the sun. The Titan bellows ferociously. You charge forward anyway. And we'll do that in the next episode. So thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Until next time, this is Dirty William reminding you to do the dirty work.